Is Hypixel still fun? Not really. In reality, Hypixel has kinda dried out and become stale. So back when they first announced some of their new minigames like Sky Wars, Bed Wars, and Skyblock, it was some of the best and fun games to ever exist. Even when they announced Smash Heroes, that was popular for a while until it got boring and like now nobody even plays it anymore. Except for Galaxy Wars, cause that's still kind of a good game. But now, everything just feels stale. With the exception of Skyblock, cause that gets so many updates, like almost every admin just works on that game. It's quite ridiculous. But hey, the game gets cool new updates and stuff like the Garden update and the Rift. Anyhow, you would expect $1 million server to keep creating new things or testing new games, but nope, just Skyblock. Skyblock was Hypixel's peak, and still sorta is, being the most played game on Hypixel. Don't get me wrong, it's a great game and I enjoy it at times, like when you're just there for hours, doing the same thing, over and over. It's weirdly satisfying. But I think Hypixel is so over-focused on Skyblock that, to me, it seems like they're missing out on potentially cool new updates or features, which could help revive some of the staleness of the server. Like, if you've ever noticed, newer servers have started to use some of Hypixel's old game modes, like Sky Wars or Bed Wars, also mainly because these games are so fun it's a bit of a no-brainer to add them. Plus, these games on Hypixel aren't as fun as they used to be, being filled with hackers, tryhards, or just toxic people at times. They're perfectly optimized for Minecraft 1.8.9, which most Hypixel games are, which aren't. But as Minecraft continues to evolve and improve, Hypixel isn't fully supporting new Minecraft versions on their server. Part of the reason is the community. People enjoyed 1.8.9 so much and prefer the old combat system because it's simpler. Some Hypixel players either hated or disliked the new combat update for ages. Even I did for some time, because it requires more skill and practice in order to be really good at. And I wanted to spend more time making YouTube videos. But over time, the combat did improve and I got more into the new Minecraft PvP. However, most Hypixel players didn't. Maybe it's because they spent so long mastering 1.8.9 PvP and the art of clicking really fast that playing Minecraft with the new PvP system felt like restarting. And when a whole server's main player base is 1.8.9 players, it also forces Hypixel not to change, which limits the amount of opportunities Hypixel could have or make. Like, just imagine playing Sky Wars on Minecraft 1.20. Well, it exists on other Minecraft servers, and people really like it. Personally, I find it great. However, I really wish I could play Sky Wars on 1.20 with some of the iconic Hypixel Sky Wars map and also get the, occasional Hypixel coins. That would be so much more interesting. Same with Bed Wars. There's a lot of servers trying to create their own unique take on Bed Wars like Egg Wars and Crystal Rush, and then you just have servers that blatantly copy Hypixel's Bed Wars down to the map and shop GUI. Yes, plagiarism at its finest. But Egg Wars and Crystal Rush are a version of Bed Wars on the newer Minecraft version, which is a cool concept and all, but something about it just doesn't feel the same as Bed Wars. Maybe it's cause Egg Wars is a weird, overcomplicated version of Bed Wars and Crystal Rush is... well, nobody plays that anyways. Alright, ready to play some Crystal Rush. Now, Hypixel has done their best to support both sides, keeping the server mainly 1.8.9 but also allowing players from the newer version of Minecraft to also play on the server. While this sorta does help keep player count high and all, it doesn't really make Hypixel more fun. If you were to play Hypixel Bed Wars on the latest version of Minecraft, it just feels more laggier and somewhat delayed than if you were playing on 1.8.9. Also, if you had horrible ping, it'd just be a billion times worse. Plus, some of the lobbies just look weird in the new Minecraft version. Alright, so on Minecraft 1.20.1, we're gonna go on the Hypixel. What is this? Bro, what is this? This is a 1.20 thing? I don't understand. Literally every update apart from 1.8.9 just looks like this. Okay, let's go to another lobby. Sky Wars. What the heck is this? Bruh. That looks normal. Bruh. Even the sandcastle looks weird. It just makes these iconic games more playable and slightly more enjoyable. on other Minecraft servers, because most new Minecraft players play on the newest version, and there's slowly been a lot more people also starting to play on the newer version of Minecraft. There's just more to do and try on the latest version of Minecraft. Like now you got a dinosaur in Minecraft. Who doesn't want to hang out with a dinosaur? So, a way to potentially fix this is to update some Hypixel minigames to 1.20. Now, before you start commenting, no Eoris, that would ruin the server, 1.8.9 PvP is the best. I'm saying have a copy of the same game mode, but for newer Minecraft versions. So there would be another Skywars NPC, for example, where only players in 1.19 and 20 could play that game mode with the newer combat updates and items and all that. And the default NPC would be the 1.8.9 PvP. Now imagine if that was done on a bigger scale. Bed Wars, Duels, Wool Wars, some old deadish arcade games, like Galaxy Wars, which should be priority number 1. Like I need all the admins to update that, please. This would reinvigorate some of the staleness of Hypixel and would offer more players so much more to do and enjoy. Of course, some games would support all Minecraft versions like Murder Mystery, for example, and other game modes would be exclusive to the more updated version of Minecraft like Build Battle or Housing. Let's be honest, we all would really like to use the newer blocks on our builds. It's just cooler. But you know what is cooler? If you could hit that shiny subscribe button, doesn't it just look beautiful? Anyhow, you're probably wondering, Eoris, that sounds like a great idea, but I don't think it's possible for different versions of Minecraft to exist on the server. Well, it is. Servers like MunchieMC and Invadelands already have stuff like this, but on a much smaller scale. Even Hypixel has it too. They have Hypixel SMP, where you can choose which version you want to play on. Everything I said is possible. This would change the landscape of Minecraft servers drastically. If Hypixel Duels had PvP support for the newer versions of Minecraft, it would be instantly competing with PvP Legacy. I know I would spend more time on Hypixel just because I can farm more coins to buy cool things with it. Even CubeCraft would be competing with Hypixel with their newer knockoff version of Skywars and Egg Wars. There would be so much more competition with these networks to create more for their players and would make all these servers more fun and have more to do. Even Skyblock, if updated to the newer version, could look really different, because there would be more blocks and items you could farm and grind for, plus it would make all the other Skyblock copies look even worse and stupider. The potential to make Hypixel fun and enjoyable again is endless now, with the opportunity to do so much more than what was already there. And I get that change can seem scary. Heck, I was scared of the new PvP update for some time. But in the long run, it's so worth it. Otherwise, Hypixel will eventually die if the community and network refuse to change and evolve with Minecraft. Servers like MCCI, CubeCraft, etc. will overtake Hypixel, and I don't want to see Hypixel die. I love this server. I've created so many memories on here, and it would truly be sad to see Hypixel fall just because they refuse to update and change and evolve. Anyhow, one thing other servers were able to do that Hypixel hasn't really is fixing their lag and ping issues. Because everything I said would become pointless if Hypixel really just became Lagpixel. I personally have been dealing with 200 plus MS on Hypixel, and it's just the worst form of torture, and I've been forced to work for the government. I've played on MCCI where I also get 200 plus MS, but it doesn't feel as bad. Never have I rubber banded on MCCI, but on Hypixel, I rubber band in my sleep. It's ridiculous. I get like 300 FPS and still rubber band. Just please, fix it. But what I've noticed is that most of the lag issues do come from the fact that Hypixel could be using out-of-date plugins, and the fact that the server is so out of date because it's still being run on 1.8.9, this is literally a sign to update. Even the server, Unix, or however you pronounce it, has made a mode where you can play Minecraft on the latest update, but with the 1.8.9 combat system, which could be implemented on Hypixel to make the server more up-to-date with less lag and still fun and enjoyable for all those sweaty 1.8.9 players. Hopefully that will put their mind at ease. So, I'm basically saying there's so much more Hypixel can do to make the server fun again and introduce new features that can really benefit both the Hypixel network and players. So please, if you're watching this video, share it with your friends and try to get Hypixel to listen to some of these ideas if you agree with me. I know that all of these won't be implemented and that if it was, it would take a long time for it to be implemented. But any change to update the server Hypixel can take can make it a whole lot more fun and enjoyable. I just want to play Hypixel and have fun again. And I have 1000 ping.